Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to Odom Half-Acre Homestead down here in Lebanon, Tennessee. My name is Prentice Odom. What I'm doing here is moving some of this dead growth from this blueberry plant. Don't be afraid to prune your blueberry, especially some of this dieback. See all this dieback? It's just gonna help them out. These branches crossing. Go ahead and take that out. Yes, I don't want to take that out. This looks about dead. Go ahead and take that. Actually, I'm not. I'm gonna leave that. This is crossing. That's all leaning forward. It ain't rocket science when you're pruning your blueberries, so anything for that matter. See this growth, it's crossing on this blueberry. You really want to take that out, but since you see all the blooms on it, I'm gonna leave it. Well, looks like it's gonna be the season for blueberry. Most of mine are loaded. You know, one in the pot. I'm gonna leave this in the pot till next year. I just purchased this a couple weeks ago, and I'm gonna leave it in the pot to fall before I put it in the ground because it already got berries on it, and I'm gonna go ahead and get them berries before I put it in the ground, so it won't struggle. And I have to take all the berries off now. Don't let it do a thing. Yeah, always spray your pruning shears off between each between each plant, so you ain't spreading disease. And that right there is just 7% alcohol. I'll spray it on there, wipe it off with my shirt. Not a big thing. I call this summer pruning. These right here is a pink lemonade. They wasn't doing too hot, but now they're flushing out with growth, but not many berries on them. These is, I think, this makes the third season these in the ground here. Spice. keep an eye on my dog, Spice. But I started this, I call it Blueberry Lane. Maybe going into the third season now. And what I did, no, fourth season. What I did is, as you can see, cardboard. I call it sheet mulch. I sheet mulch down. I had electric companies cutting trees out here, and I had them to dump me some wood chips off, a couple loads. And I loaded this area down with wood chips. Bermuda grass is bad here. I loaded this area, and you can still see Bermuda grass coming up, or crabgrass, whatever you want to call it. I loaded this area down with the wood chip. And then when I planted my blueberry, I planted them with pine bark and peat moss, and added soil silifier to them. And most of them done pretty good. I find that the low bush around here in Tennessee, my low bush anyway, don't do as good as these rabbit eyes. As you see, most of mine is rabbit eyes now, high bush. So that's what I'm going to, because most of my low bush varieties struggle. You can see the two back here. Let me get back here. Two back here. I struggle. Look at this one. You know what I'm saying? It is loaded. And it's already got plenty of berries on it. Already. This high bush I planted last spring, and it struggled because I guess I planted in the spring. It's only got a few. But I'm hoping next year it'll get better. And these are some little pink lemonades, just like them two up there. Small little things when I bought them. And deer ate this one down, that's why this one's bigger. Even the top I stuck in the ground, and look, it's still green, and it's been there since last fall. So maybe it'll sprout up, give me another free blueberry plant. Comfort, you can see it's going wild. Gotta separate it. But yeah, just look like it's gonna be the season for blueberries, y'all. I mean, not only blueberries. I'm gonna take you around and show you some of my other berries. Even these strawberries. It's planted here. And some of them was even dug up by deer or rabbit or whatever, or me just weeding. Trying to keep some of the weeds out like this one. I think I did that, but look at it, it's still growing. Strawberries is very hardy. Now I get some more soil and fix that. But let me take y'all around and show you the rest of my berries and show you how they doing. Come on here, Spice. Yeah, get you some netting up around your blueberry plants. And if it starts getting too big of a problem, once the berries start actually getting half ripe, I will put some netting over the top of this area. But let me take y'all and show you some more of my strawberries. Haven't got nothing up over these. You see, strawberries. And look at some of them. I mean, blooms on top of blooms on top of blooms. And these is Whopper strawberries. And I have other strawberries over here. That's a little garden. Some of the peppers have been attacked. Tomatoes starting to do good. Onions looking pretty good. Onions. Peppers. Some more Whopper strawberries. And look. I mean, blooms and berries everywhere. The reason why I put these in the container, my wife, she likes coming out and picking strawberries with the grandkids, and they don't want to run up on the snake. They so terrified of snakes. But to me, they're my friend. You got snakes around, you won't have no mice. And you'd rather have snakes than mice, because mice, they breed like mice. And they're everywhere very fast. Some more Whopper strawberries. Blooms everywhere, if you can see them. That's Spice running around like she's crazy. Got some evergreen strawberries over here. By these fig trees. I even got gooseberries. This is my Blackberry plant here. You can see it's about ready to pop open everywhere. Get me some flowers, and then I get me some good old blackberries. I think this is baby shortcake blackberries. I think that's the name of the variety. I'm not sure. Some I got from Lowe's like 3 years ago now. The berries is a lot bigger now than they were. The thornless variety that I had, which is still trying to come up down here. Their berries is a lot bigger and a lot sweeter, I think. But they do definitely have a lot more seeds in them. And this is my gooseberry. This is the rare variety. It's going in its 3rd season. It's got blooms everywhere. I don't know if I'm doing it justice, but it's got blooms. And this will be the first time I ever tasted some gooseberries. And this right here, it's going on its 4th season. But 1st season right here, I moved it from up there where I had it last year. Both of them, actually, I moved this fall. But look, still blooming like crazy. I don't know if I forgot to mention this or not, but blueberries is pollinated mostly by wood bees, because honeybees ain't big enough to get inside them little berries, those little blooms. So they kind of treat wood bees. Grapevine. I don't know if you can see them grapes forming or not. Yeah, some things looking good, some things not. A little Italian honey feed. Yeah, back to the berries though. I get distracted, I'm sorry. Video supposed to be just about berries, and I get distracted because I'm always looking at other stuff, seeing how stuff is going. Some Whopper strawberries planted here, blooming everywhere. Raspberries just going off. You know what I mean? Off. Here's my raspberries. You can see most of them is starting to bloom out. 2 varieties. Red heritage and yellow gold. Yellow Ann, I mean. Look at them. They're everywhere. One thing about raspberries though, they kind of invasive, so where you don't want them at, dig them up and move them. You want that kind of invasive though. Food. What's better? It's better than producing your own food, especially in these days and times. You don't know what's going on in this world. Raspberries starting to form everywhere. It's gonna be the year for some berries, y'all. I'm telling you. Can't wait. Can't wait. 2 varieties. You see they everywhere. I mean, raspberries on top of raspberries on top of raspberries on top of raspberries. These new ones coming up everywhere. Thick. And even some of the little ones is already coming up, look. Already producing flowers. This definitely is a yellow ant. These all are yellow ants. And they're beautiful. I can't wait to taste them. Yeah, you see the red heritage, you know, it's got little thorns on it, you see? So you gotta be careful, yeah. And when they get that big, thick bark, I guess these are primacanes. You know, it's from last year. Yeah. thorns was bigger. More Walker strawberries underneath here, going off. This one not so much because the comfort is shading it out. But I'll remove that. Pull some of this comfort up. And I'll feed my bananas with it. Bananas is heavy feeder. Whatever you throw at them, they're gonna eat. I even behind them back there, I even dig a hole sometimes, just put coffee grounds, egg shell, banana peelings, all of that. They love it. They eat it up and they grow. Maybe one of these years I might get some bananas down here in Lebanon, Tennessee. Well, thank y'all for tuning in. Once again, love what you're doing. Grow your own. Grow them.